Your mind is your greatest tool. Ladies and gentlemen, your mind is the most extraordinary instrument you will ever possess. Not the titles you earn, not the resources you collect, not the circumstances you were born into your mind. It is the birthplace of every vision, every breakthrough, every transformation you will ever experience. And when you learn to command it instead of letting it wander, you step into a level of strength that is unstoppable. Your mind can build you, or it can break you. It can cloud your path with doubt, or it can illuminate it with purpose. It can hold you hostage to the past, or it can launch you boldly into the future. Every day, your mind whispers a story about who you are and what you can become. But here's the truth. You get to choose the story, not your past, not your fears, not the people who underestimated you. Your mind is a tool, the sharpest, strongest, most influential tool you will ever wield, but only if you learn how to use it. Just like a blade, if you never sharpen it, it dulls. If you never guide it, it wanders. If you never challenge it, it weakens. But if you train it, if you discipline it, feed it, challenge it, then it becomes a weapon of focus, resilience, and unstoppable momentum. Your thoughts shape your reality long before your actions do. What you believe determines what you attempt. What you focus on determines what grows. What you repeat becomes your identity. Your mind is constantly building something, so choose to build something worthy. Direct it toward progress, toward courage, toward growth. When fear rises, remind your mind, I am stronger than this moment. When doubt whispers, answer back, watch me rise. When the world pushes against you, steady yourself with the truth. My mind is my anchor. My mind is my engine. My mind is my power. Understand this greatness is not born in comfort. Strength is not created in ease. Confidence is not gifted. It is forged in moments where giving up seems easier but pushing forward is necessary. And the force that carries you through those moments is not muscle, it is mindset. Your mind can turn obstacles into opportunities. Your mind can transform setbacks into stepping stones. Your mind can take the same storm that destroys others and use it to help you grow wings. But you must choose what you plant in it. Feed it clarity, feed it discipline, feed it belief. Because whatever you plant, it will multiply. Remember this, your mind is not your enemy. It is your greatest ally if you train it. You don't need perfection. You need direction. You don't need to know every step. You need the courage to take the first one. You don't need to be fearless. You need to think powerfully enough to move through fear. So stand tall. Breathe deep and claim the power that has been yours all along. The world may try to shake you, but your mind can steady you. Challenges may try to break you, but your mind can rebuild you. Life may try to limit you, but your mind can set you free. Your mind is not just a tool, it is a source of limitless energy, a generator of ideas, power, and resilience. When the world goes silent, when the noise fades, when everything feels heavy and uncertain, it is your mind that decides whether you will rise or whether you will retreat. And that decision changes everything. There will be days when your confidence feels fragile, days when your motivation flickers, days when you question your worth, your path, your abilities. But even in those moments, your mind holds a truth deeper than the doubt. You are capable. You are strong. You are built for more. Your mind can turn pain into wisdom, confusion into clarity, hesitation into courage. But it won't do it automatically. You must steer it. You must direct it toward what empowers you rather than what weakens you. Because what you think in the quiet moments becomes the foundation of who you are in the loud ones. Your mind is your strategist, your protector, your motivator, your compass, your engine. And when life hits you hard, and it will, your mind becomes the deciding factor between breaking apart and breaking through. You can choose to let challenges define you, or you can choose to let them refine you. You can choose to let fear freeze you, or you can choose to let it fuel you. You can choose to surrender to obstacles, or you can choose to transform them into opportunities. Your mind chooses, and your choices shape your destiny. So sharpen it, strengthen it, stretch it. Read things that make you think differently. Do things that scare you just enough to grow. Surround yourself with people who remind you of your potential, not your limitations. And when negative thoughts appear, as they always will, meet them with thoughts that are stronger, louder, and bolder. A powerful mind isn't a mind without fear. It's a mind that knows how to move through fear. A powerful mind isn't a mind without doubt. It's a mind that refuses to let doubt dictate direction. A powerful mind isn't a mind without struggle. It's a mind that transforms struggle into strength. You don't become unbreakable by avoiding pressure. You become unbreakable by mastering the thoughts that guide you through it. Let your mind remind you that failure is not final. Let it remind you that progress is still progress, even when it feels slow. Let it remind you that greatness is built in moments where no applause exists, no audience watches, and no one sees the effort except you. That is where your strongest self is forged, in the quiet battles, in the internal wars, in the moments where you decide to show up anyway. Because the truth is this: your mind becomes powerful the moment you stop running from challenges and start rising to meet them. So trust your ability to rebuild. Trust your ability to adapt. Trust your ability to step into the version of yourself you've always known is possible. Your mind is your greatest tool, your greatest weapon, your greatest source of power. Not because it's perfect, but because it can change. Because it can grow. Because it can turn possibility into reality. So step forward with a mind that believes, a mind that focuses, a mind that refuses to settle. Let your thoughts become the spark. Let your attitude become the fire. Let your actions become the proof. There comes a moment in every journey where the path gets darker, quieter, and more uncertain. A moment where you feel stuck between who you were and who you're trying to become. And it's in that moment, not in victory, not in celebration, where your mind becomes your greatest ally or your greatest enemy. Because when you're tired, when you're frustrated, when life feels overwhelming, your mind becomes the loudest voice you hear. And what it says matters. What it repeats matters. What it believes matters. This is where your true power is built. Not in comfort, but in conflict. Not in ease, but in endurance. Not in applause, but in persistence. Your mind is the battlefield. Your thoughts are the warriors. And every day, you decide which side wins. You can feed your mind excuses, or you can feed it purpose. You can feed it fear, or you can feed it strength. You can feed it limits, or you can feed it infinite possibility. Your mind is not designed to destroy you, it's designed to protect you. But sometimes that protection comes in the form of fear, hesitation, or doubt. Not because you're weak, but because your brain is wired to avoid pain. If you want to rise, you must teach your mind that growth is not danger, it is destiny. When you feel resistance, remind yourself, this is where I learn. This is where I evolve. This is where I become unstoppable. Your mind responds to repetition. Your mind responds to focus. Your mind responds to belief. Tell it who you are. Tell it where you're going. Tell it that quitting is not an option. Tell it that the future you're building is stronger than the comfort you're leaving behind. There will be voices, internal and external, that tell you to slow down, shrink back, stay safe, stay small. But your mind has the ability to silence those voices with one powerful truth. You were made for more. A trained mind cannot be easily shaken. A disciplined mind cannot be easily defeated. A determined mind cannot be easily denied. Your mind can take an ordinary life and turn it into something remarkable. It can take a dream buried under years of fear and bring it back to life. It can take a person who once doubted themselves and turn them into someone who inspires the world. But you must decide every day to use your mind with intention. Protect it from negativity. Feed it with clarity. Challenge it with goals. Strengthen it with discipline. Because the strongest version of you does not start in your muscles, or your bank account, or your status. It starts in your thinking. Your thoughts shape your vision. Your vision shapes your actions. Your actions shape your future. And your future begins inside your mind long before it appears in your life. So if you want to transform your world, transform your thoughts. If you want to build a new chapter, build a new mindset. If you want to rise above every challenge, rise above every doubt inside your own head. Your mind is your greatest tool because it gives you the power to rebuild what was broken, rewrite what was lost, and reclaim what was forgotten. You are not limited by your circumstances. You are not defined by your past. You are not held back by anything except the beliefs you choose to carry. Make a new choice today. Choose strength. Choose clarity. Choose growth. Choose the mindset that elevates you, not the one that minimizes you. Your mind becomes a generator of unstoppable energy. A force that refuses to bow to fear, refuses to break under pressure, refuses to shrink in the face of uncertainty. When you train your mind to believe in your ability to rise, your entire life begins to follow that belief. You start thinking differently. You start acting differently. You start becoming someone who refuses to settle for anything less than growth, progress, and purpose. But understand this: your mind cannot lead you to greatness if you keep feeding it with weakness. If you keep replaying old wounds, old mistakes, old failures. Your mind learns from what you rehearse. If you rehearse doubt, it grows. If you rehearse fear, it strengthens. If you rehearse limitation, it becomes your identity. So change the script. Choose thoughts that elevate you. Choose words that empower you. Choose beliefs that match the life you want, not the life you fear. Your mind responds to your standards. If you raise them, your life rises with them. If you lower them, your life shrinks to fit the limitation you've accepted. The ceiling you feel pressing against you is not built from the world, it's built from your mindset. And the moment you break that mental ceiling, your potential becomes limitless. Your mind is your compass. It points you forward when everything around you feels like it's pulling you back. It drives you when motivation is gone, when the path is unclear, when progress is slow. It becomes your anchor in storms and your wings in silence. But here's the most important truth. Your mind becomes strongest when you challenge it the most. When you step into situations that scare you. When you stretch yourself beyond comfort. When you do the things you once believed were impossible. When you show up on the days your emotions try to convince you not to. These moments don't just build discipline, they build identity. They teach your mind who you really are. They carve strength into your character. They prove to you that your limits were never real, only perceived. And this is where transformation happens. When your mind begins to understand that the person you were yesterday has nothing on the person you can become today, your greatest breakthroughs will come from the battles inside your mind that no one else ever sees. The moments of doubt you override, the negative thoughts you replace, the fears you face, the decisions you make when no one is watching. That's where champions are built. That's where growth becomes inevitable. That's where your power becomes permanent. So step into the next chapter with a mind sharpened by challenge, strengthened by discipline, and fueled by unbreakable belief. Life will test you, but your mind is ready. Obstacles will appear, but your mind will outgrow them. Fear will whisper, but your mind will roar louder. It's your mind, not your circumstances, that determines how far you go. It's your mind that decides whether the challenge in front of you is a dead end or a doorway. It's your mind that chooses whether you evolve or remain the same. Your life shifts when your mindset shifts. Your future changes when your thoughts change. And now, in this chapter, you're learning to use your mind with intention, with purpose, with fire. You're learning that you cannot control everything around you, but you can control everything within you. You can decide what you give energy to. You can decide what you believe about yourself. You can decide what you chase, what you release, what you build, and what you become. That is real power. The world can take away opportunities, comfort, approval, and guarantees, but it can never take away the force of a mind that refuses to quit. Your mind is the beginning of resilience, the birthplace of confidence, the origin of every powerful decision you will ever make. Your mind is what pushes you forward when your body is tired, when your emotions are heavy, when your path feels unclear. It's your internal coach, your internal guide, your internal engine. When you tell your mind, I am capable, it finds the strength. When you tell your mind, I will rise, it finds the courage. When you tell your mind, I will not break, it builds the resilience to carry you through everything. But you must keep feeding it direction, feeding it clarity, feeding it belief stronger than your fear, and purpose louder than your excuses. You must speak to your mind like someone you are responsible for guiding. Encourage it, challenge it, strengthen it. If you do, your mind will begin to work with you, not against you. It will stop replaying old fears and start generating new possibilities. It will stop warning you away from growth and start pushing you toward greatness. And soon, the world around you will start to shift, not because it changed, but because you did. Because a powerful mind doesn't wait for the perfect moment. It creates momentum. It creates opportunity. It creates progress from places where most people only see obstacles. A powerful mind sees possibility where others see limitation. A powerful mind sees potential where others see difficulty. A powerful mind sees the path even in darkness because it trusts itself enough to walk forward anyway. You are building that mind right now. A mind of clarity. A mind of courage. A mind of power. And with that mind, there is nothing you cannot transform. Nothing you cannot learn. Nothing you cannot overcome. Your future is not something you wait for. Your future is something you build with the thoughts you choose today. So choose strength. Choose purpose. Choose belief. That shift doesn't come from luck. It doesn't come from circumstance. It comes from the moment your mind finally realizes that you are done negotiating with your limitations. Done shrinking yourself. Done pretending you are less powerful than you truly are. This is the moment when your mind becomes a force-focused, disciplined, unshakable. Because your mind, when trained, can take you beyond anything you thought was possible. It can override fear. It can outlast pain. It can silence doubt. It can build momentum where there was none, strength where there was weakness, clarity where there was confusion. Your mind is not just a tool, it is an engine of transformation. Think about every powerful person you admire. None of them got where they are because life was easy. They got there because their mindset stayed strong when everything else fell apart. They kept going when the world told them to quit. They believed in themselves when no one else did. That's the power you're building right now. Your mind is learning how to hold steady in storms, how to stay focused under pressure, how to stay determined when progress feels slow, how to stay grounded when emotions try to pull you off track. This is mental strength, not loud, not dramatic, but built in the quiet decision to rise again and again and again. And here's the truth most people never understand. Your mind becomes powerful through repetition. Every time you choose discipline over comfort, your mind grows. Every time you choose belief over doubt, your mind grows. Every time you choose purpose over excuses, your mind grows. Every time you keep going when quitting feels easier, your mind grows. And one day, that growth becomes undeniable. People start noticing. Your results start shifting. Your confidence starts glowing. Your energy feels different. Your presence becomes stronger. All because you mastered the one thing that controls everything else, your mindset. You see, your mind does not just shape your thoughts, it shapes your future, your relationships, your habits, your opportunities. Your entire life bends in the direction of your thinking. If your thoughts are small, your life becomes small. If your thoughts are limited, your decisions become limited. But when your thoughts become powerful, your actions become powerful. And powerful actions create a powerful life. This is why mastering your mind is not optional. It's essential. Protect your peace. Protect your focus. Protect your confidence. Protect your vision. Not everyone deserves access to your mindset. Not every opinion deserves space in your head. Not every criticism deserves your energy. You are building something too important to let noise distract you. Your mind is your command center. Treat it like something sacred. Feed it with clarity. Feed it with purpose. Feed it with learning. Feed it with motivation. Feed it with beliefs that lift you, not ones that chain you, because your mind will follow your lead, and your life will follow your mind. So stand in your power now. Stand in your vision. Stand in your strength. Stand in the truth that you are becoming someone unstoppable, not because everything is perfect, not because the journey is easy, but because you have developed the one thing that can carry you through every challenge, every setback, every storm, every season, a powerful mind. Your mind is your greatest tool, your greatest weapon, your greatest advantage. Master it. Trust it. Strengthen it.